if you're at a point where you're playing the reality game and you're seeing what's effed up in it, and you like feel these little tingly sparks of like what could be different and like what you could do if you were supported, and like how, oh, if only people saw this, then I'm inviting you to explore where your attention is going. Is it going to complaining, highlighting issues of the current reality system, whatever you perceive as reality, the reality game playing, while you like just be like, oh, it could be different in that way, and then you like shut down? Or are you using the reality game of whatever you perceive as reality of the majority to create your own system for the well-being of all? Now, it's like a delicate dance while creating reality games. So there's this sweet spot where you can use what you see as distorted in the reality game system life, the game most people are playing, and use it as creative inspiration and like free fly melt into your devotion and your heart calling, and like just forget about that nagging, complaining voice. And that's the sweet spot where you just start feeling like you're flying and miracles are happening and like support's showing up and funding, because you're just like blinded by your own devotion and your heart coherence. And so that doesn't require much logic, and it doesn't require much looking for evidence that you're safe. You just feel safe because you feel the fire of devotion within you. Now, it happens a lot, which a lot to me too, is it's like we see the old system and we're like, oh, that's screwy. I know what to do about it. I know how it could be better and be fixed. And I have this key. And, like, hey, is this new system safe? And we're like, it doesn't seem safe. There's nobody there. And it's like, oh, well, okay, that system, you give me what I need so I can create my own system. And it's like, oh, you fall into like number games and control issues, and like things don't make sense. And so you're expecting people to be in the system that you're meant to lead, you're meant to fuel. And nobody's going to show up for you if you're not showing up there for you. Nobody's going to show up in the new system that is fueled by the currency of your passionate purpose and heart coherence. Nobody's going to be there because you're not even there. And so the Achilles heel of this process of honoring the reality game that the majority was playing in, that has some, fractures and stuff, using it as inspiration, and then trusting that if you show up in that unknown of your passion and that heart calling of the puzzle piece you see missing, if you're just blindly trusting, walking on that water, things will show up, and it turns into more of like the realm of synchronicities and miracles. And it's like, then people will meet you and greet you when you fully trust that heart coherence rather than brain logic. And so it requires your attention, your devotion, your intention, which will bend time and space. And it's like, what? This magic was always available? Like, my neighbor had this key that I needed, but nobody can show up as a supporter if you're not supporting yourself. Does that make sense?